Now we begin tonight in Harrisburg, where we are learning the parking meters. They've been malfunctioning, which means if you got a ticket, you may have received a bad one. So what does this mean? What is the problem? Well, John Gass is with the city's parking system. He tells us it's a communication error. The meters, they run on cell service and solar power, but they have battery backup. Needless to say, there are outages at times. So even if a person pays to park, they are finding themselves getting a ticket because it isn't registering that they paid. We spoke to one driver who is going to get hit with a late fee soon, even though he says, or she says, she paid.
I was really confused actually because I travel a lot and I had already paid for the ticket. So I came out 20 minutes later and for some reason I had a ticket and I'm pretty sure I did everything right. So I don't understand why I got one.
Well, that's not the only issue when it comes to parking in Harrisburg. The city says it's not receiving millions of dollars that they're owed in expected revenue from its parking system. Hallie Jacobs picks it up from here.
If you've been paying a few of these over the years, then you probably assume that money is going back to the city. But in fact, it hasn't seen that money since 2020. The city of Harrisburg outsourced its parking meters to SP Plus back in 2013 as part of its financial recovery plan.
So that we had one less thing, the city had one less thing to worry about at the time.
However, the expected revenue stream, which was supposed to alleviate the city's financial burden, has not been seen. Officials say they were supposed to receive $2.5 million in 2023 and $2.6 million in 2024 from the parking system revenue. According to the city, it has not been able to receive those revenue funds because SP Plus has not hit its waterfall mark.
In order for us to receive payments, other people above us had to receive payments as well. Unfortunately, since the pandemic, people have stopped en masse parking downtown, and when you're not generating that revenue, the waterfall marks aren't hit, so we haven't been able to see those surpluses.
The city says it's been able to offset a lot of what it would have lost in revenue from parking through earned income tax revenue.
So earned income tax revenue has really gone up, and we're not making payments to pay off the debt.
But one driver I spoke with says, what's the point?
It's going to be a whole process to get the ticket sorted out, and it's like, why even bother paying for it if the city's not going to get the money anyway?
The city says it's heard that in order to try and generate the revenue needed to pay them, the parking company is considering raising the rates on parking meters and late fees. The city says it would like to try and come to a resolution, but the asset manager for the parking system has not been responsive to Mayor Williams' attempts to address the issue.
It's a two-way street, and we need them to come to the table as well.
We did reach out to the asset manager as well for answers, but they said the earliest they can get us a statement is Monday. For CBS 21 News, I'm Hallie Jacobs.